Names are not mentioned in the book. So we will write as grandfather and grandmother. Clear? Now this is the extended family of Sheila's daughter. Find out that this is the extended family of Aarti. It is clear to everyone. Just now here you can do one thing. Just under the me you can write your name. If you have brother, you can write your brother's name. Then you can write your mother's name. Your mother's husband, who will be he? He will be your father. He will be your father. Then you can write your grandparents' name here. Okay, just try it. You will also understand how the extended family are related to each other by blood and by marriage. Clear? Moving on. Earlier, extended families played a big part in helping each other. Grandparents were often present to help the young family members. Okay, here it is told that earlier means some time ago, extended families played a big part in helping each other. Means they used to, if they live together, so they used to help each other. If you are in the problem, obviously your family will help you. No other else who is outside will help you, because they will not know that what is going on in your life. Only your family know. Same way here, extended family lived together and helped each other. Grandparents were often present to help the young family members. Grandparents were always there with the children to help their family members. They would give them the solution. They would give them the best advice so that they can come out of the problem. It is clear? Yes, extended family members lived under one roof. Okay, extended family members lived under one roof as a joint family. You can also say that as a joint family, they lived under one roof. But there is a difference, a big difference between extended family and joint family. In the joint family, everyone lives under one roof. But in extended family, in some cases only they lived under one roof. They do not always live under one roof. In one house only they don't live, extended family. Because extended family may include the son-in-laws, daughter-in-law's family, son-in-law's family. So that family could not, son-in-law's family means son-in-law आपके भैया के बीवी की फैमिली. ओके, आपके भैया की जो वाइफ होंगी, उनकी जो फैमिली होगी, वो आपकी भाभी की फैमिली होगी, है ना. तो वो फैमिली तो हमारे साथ रह नहीं सकती है, उनका तो अपना घर है. बस वैसे ही कुछ केसेस में एक रूफ के अंदर उन लोग रहते थे, बट कुछ केसेस में नहीं, है ना. सो देयर इज अ बिग डिफरेंस. डोंट बी कंफ्यूज्ड बिटवीन ज्वाइंट फैमिली एंड एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली. ओनली इन सम केसेस दे लिव्ड टुगेदर इन एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली. क्लियर? Children met their relatives often. Today, this is less seen. And what was the advantage of living in joint family, in extended family? Children could meet them more often. They could be with them. They could learn with them. But nowadays, they don't live together. So, they are less. Modern extended families are quite different from the extended families of earlier times. Now here it is told that modern extended family means nowadays extended family are different from the extended family of earlier times. पहले की जो earlier times की extended family थी, वो आज के modern time से बहुत different है. Okay. Today's extended family is often spread out across the country. Today's extended family are often spread across the country. Here it is told that in today's extended family, most of the families live across the country. Means they don't live together in one place, in one city only. They live in another cities. So it is difficult to meet them. Okay. Now let us see more. The children meet some extended family members that live in their city or nearby cities. Okay, if some of the members of your extended family live in your city or nearby city, or in the movement of two or 1 hour, then only you can meet. The children can meet. Otherwise, they could not meet. If some of them lives in another city, you live in Bangalore, and some other live in suppose they live in Gujarat. So it will be difficult for you to go every day and meet them. Yes, you cannot go every day and meet them. You have to go if there are some occasions or there would be a marriage or anything else, then only you can go and meet them. Otherwise, if you anyone tells you that every day you have to go and meet, then you cannot go. Because why you cannot go? You have to travel a long distance and then you have to meet them. So it is not possible in today's busy life, because everyone have their work, so you cannot meet them every way possible. Whenever you want, you cannot meet them. But if they live in the same city where you live, then it is easy for you to meet them. Clear? They help each other with shopping, childcare and household tasks. Okay, if your extended family member live in your city only, then it is easy for you that you should go in morning or evening or whenever you want, and you can help them with the shopping. If you want to go with shopping, then you can go with them, take their suggestion and do their shopping. Childcare, if suppose your parents wants to go somewhere where they cannot take you, then they can leave you with the family members and then they can do their work and come. And household tasks, mothers have lots of household tasks, so they can come and help the mothers also. Is it clear to everyone? I hope it is clear. Moving on. Some families hold regular family get-togethers or family reunions. Some families, yes, it is there, they hold the get-together in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. In months, they keep the reunion. Reunion means getting together. Means it is one day they decide that on this day we'll call the member of the family from every city, and then we'll meet them and we'll discuss what is going in their life. We'll had a good meal and we'll enjoy. So that is the reunion, family reunion, in which only family members are involved. Not your friends, not outsiders, only the family is involved. It is clear? Okay, moving on. Holidays and the children's birthday are also provide opportunities for extended family members to get together. Okay, more things. What get together can involve holidays. You can, if you have a summer holiday, if you have a winter or Christmas holiday or the long holiday, then you can go and meet them. And the children's birthday, if there is a birthday, or also provide opportunities for extended family members to get together. If there are birthday, you are celebrating on a large scale, then also you can go and meet them. If they are celebrating, then you can go. If you are celebrating, then they can come. You can invite them, and then you can meet your family members. Is it clear to everyone? Whatever I told in this page. What we learned in this page? We learned in this page about the extended family and how it has become the difficult situation to meet our family members, because they do not live in the city, in the same city where we live. They live in a different city. So, but earlier time it was not in this way as in the modern time. Earlier people used to live together. They do not move from one place to another. They do not shift from one another. But nowadays, due to work, due to child's education, many more factors are there due to which people could not live in the joint family, so they have to move there. And we have learned that many more opportunities are there due to which we can meet our extended family members. So what is extended family members? Are those which are related to us by the blood or marriages. It is clear to everyone? I hope it is clear. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the group. Yes? Okay. Now, moving on. Living in a family. Another topic is what? Living in a family. Now, living in a family, what teaches us? Could anybody tell me what living in the family teaches us? It teaches us many more things. Many things. First of all, you can tell me what is the first thing that living in a family teaches you? Anyone? Yes, it teaches you the values. It teaches you the manners. These two things are the primary quality that our family teaches us. Living in the family helps us to know that caring for each other is a great happiness for us. Now, let us see what here in this paragraph it is said. Then it will be more clear to you. Members in a family shares values, attitudes and tasks. You know that members in a family, you live in a members, you have lot of members, less members also, then also you share values. You have lots of values, what is right, what is wrong for you. Family teaches us what is wrong for you, what is right for you. and what things you have to not do, so that the other person may not get hurt, and teaches you what you have to do right for other people. Yes, it teaches you. Okay, from where you get these values? You get from the family, because the primary education which you get is from the family, none other else place. You get it from your family only. Secondary things are your school, your library. The primary thing is your family only, which teaches you all these things. Attitudes, it also teaches you the attitude, which attitude you have to show, the gentle attitude or the bad attitude or the ego attitude. Yes, most of the time, if you have seen that if the teacher suppose scolds any of the students, some student just gives the answer back. That attitudes are not good. Yes, you know that. Yes, we have to learn the manners, we have to talk to anyone, how we have to behave with anyone. These are all things who teaches us? Our family. Good attitudes, है ना? Good attitudes हमें बताते हैं. And task, which work we have to do. Lot of works we get to know. We used to know many creative things. From where? From our family, because our family member know some things that we get able to learn from them. Yes, because we live in between many members of the family, and you don't know how many talents are there in your members of your family. Most of them don't know the talent of their mother also, father also, brother, sister also, because you are small. But when you go and ask them for some help, and you get to know, oh, my sister know this also, my brother also know, my mother know this thing. Oh my God, I was not knowing. So that is the wow moment, that you have to not go and ask for the help from outsider. It is your family that will help you. Yes, it is clear now? Okay, let's move on. They learn from each other, I told you now, and depend on one another for support and help. Yes, I told now, because you depend on them only for the support and help. You will not go outside and ask for help. Nobody will help you. You go and ask once, nobody will help. They will tell you thousands of reasons of not helping, but your family will never tell you that. They will always be there for helping you. The elder members of the family work to earn money. Yes, your father only earn money. He is the elder one. He earns for you and gives you the better lifestyle. Their earnings provide for the needs of all the family members. Okay, he is the only one who fulfills the needs of everyone. You need a chocolate, you need a kurkure, you need your pencil box, you need a new pencil, you need new bag, new box, new pencil box. Who helps you? Your father, your elder one, who is earning, gives you the money to buy it. So he just take care that every need of the family members is fulfilled. He is your father who has lot of things for you. He is the one who fulfills it. So you have to respect him and love him for everything, and be grateful for the thing that you have a father like him. You all should be very grateful that your father helps you to buy everything he can. Everything he always tries that everything he can afford you. But at some places, if you don't get that thing, don't make faces or don't start shouting at them. Okay, you should be very grateful for having such a lovely parents in your home. Now moving on. The elder family members that stay at home ensure that the home runs smoothly. They organize the meals and keep the house clean. Okay, who is the one who does these all things? Yes, correct. Your mother. Yes, she only runs the runs your home very smoothly. She she gives you the meal, she keeps the house clean, and she dusts everything. She washes utensils, she washes your clothes. Who all do this thing? Your mother. So be grateful and be thankful to your mother also, because your father and mother have equal opportunities. Okay, they have the you can say they have the equal responsibilities for you, so that you may not get hurt, so that you may not feel lonely. They helps you in each and every way. The young members of the family study in a school. You. Who are the young members? You are the young members who are studying in schools and colleges. Your elder ones. Your didi, your bhaiya who study in college and help the elders by doing course. And you have to. You, your brother, your sister, everyone have to help your mother, your father in every work. Nowadays it is going on. Lockdown is going on. Most probably you have the online classes, you do your homework. The rest of time you should help your mother and your father in every work. Whichever work you can do, you should do. You should not tell that, you should not make the reasons that I cannot do, I have to study and all. You can give 5-10 minutes to your family members. That are enough. They will feel too happy. Just try and be grateful for everything and be thankful also for having such a lovely parents, and for be thankful to the God also that they have given such a lovely family to you that helps you in every situation. So as seen, this is the last part of the our chapter, and we have completed our chapter. So I hope that you have understood the EVS portion, and I am teaching nicely that it comes in your mind. So we'll do this exercise on the next day. Now today's homework is that you have to just write date on this side, day on this side, and about my family. You have to write my family. You have to write the topic my family, and you have to write these questions. My name is. What is your name? You have to write in this blank. Okay. I am dash years old. Now how old you are, you have to write in this. My mother's name is. Whatever your mother's name is, you have to write here. My mother is an A or an. What does your mother do? Is she as a teacher? Is she as a doctor? Or if she is a housewife? You have to write here. If she does some job, then you have to mention the job. Or if she stays at home, you have to write here housewives. Okay. My father's name is. Whatever your father's name is, you have to write here. My father is an A-N. My father. What does your father do? What is your father? He's an engineer, he's a contractor, he's a businessman. Whatever he does, you have to write here. My grandparents' name is. Whatever your grandparents' name is. Grandmother's name. Then grandfather's name you have to write here. My sister's name is. Okay. Whatever your sister's name is, you have to write here. My sister is Anne. Whatever she does, what she does, she studies in a college, she does a job. Whatever she do, you have to write here. You can also mention here, my brother's name is. You have to write your brother's name. My sister is A-N. Whatever you, sorry, here you have to write brother. Brother is Anne. Whatever your brother do, he studies or does job, you have to do. So this you have to do as your homework and complete these all things. Okay. Hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you for listening. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay at your homes. Thank you.